are watching Click Sports. Click to explore the games.
Alright, yeah, Declan Rice to the world. And who said Arsenal overpaid for Declan Rice? Well, you can see yourself now, you were wrong. Right, shout out to Cash Kabash. It was a great game yesterday for us Arsenal fans, and of course we're happy. So I'm here to, talk. So yeah, welcome to Click Sports. My name is Shalom Habu. Without any further ado, guys, let us jump into today's video. So last time I said, Declan Rice, Arsenal will always be healthy. And well, you also saw what happened yesterday as he came up for the Gunners at the last minute to rescue the 3 points for the Gunners. It's safe to say now that Arsenal are mentality monsters and are always ready for a fight. Yeah, that's a good thing for Arsenal, Most of my fellow Arsenal fans are telling me it was a heart-wrenching match to watch that game. But for me, it wasn't really, I wasn't surprised, because living in London and been to Luton a few times, those guys are pretty much regarded as the hooligans of London, or one of the most hooliganist areas in London, with a very tough set of people, and with that small stadium, that small crowded packed stadium with loud crazy fans, man, you're about to have a game like the one you saw yesterday. So kudos to Arsenal and Arteta. Mentality monsters always find a way, and no matter what you test them with, no matter what you throw them with, they always come up tops. So yeah, let's just jump into the breakdown of the game and all the things that happened. So Declan Rice managed to come up with the last second winner to clinch the 4-3 win at Luton in a classic encounter. Our first game against the Hatters since 1991. This is the first time Arsenal have played Luton Town in the English League. It was in 93 or 92 that it became the EPL, the Premier League. Well, so Arsenal have never even played Luton in Premier League before. Last time it was the old English League that they even met. So since 1991, that says a lot. And early goals from Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Osho look like sending the sides in level at the break, but Gabriel Jesus headed us back in front before the interval. Within 10 minutes of the restart, strikes from Elijah Adebayo, Ross Barkley put the host in front, but we were behind for just 3 minutes. Later, Kai Havertz managed to pull us level again just before the hour mark. As the game ticked past 6 allotted minutes of injury time, it looked as though we would be forced to settle for a point, but once again we managed to strike late through Rice's glancing header to snatch all 3 points. Trading blows. Incredibly, looking at the final score, the game actually took some time to warm up, and it would be 20 minutes until the first attempt was created. But fortunately for us, it was one we made count. Fortunately for Arsenal fans, they made it. Unfortunately for Arsenal, they made it count, and for the fans, happily. It stems from an error from Hatters keeper Thomas Kaminski, who struggled to deal with the back pass and opted to play it safe and get the ball out of play. However, instead of walloping into the stand, he calmly played off the advertising hoardings and we capitalized, obviously. Some quick thinking and swift throw from Jesus found Bukayo Saka, who drove into the box, caught the ball from Martinelli to tuck neatly into the bottom corner and finally breathed life into the encounter. It then exploded into life 4 minutes later, but this time it was the hosts who were celebrating. Luton won a corner and they showed their set-piece prowess when Alfie whipped a delivery into the area and Osho managed to divert it past David Raya, who to restore parity for Luton. Well, Jesus came in the nick of time. As the half progressed, we began to rise to the physical challenge posed by Rob Edwards' side and started to find ourselves in the final third more often. Martinelli and Saka both fired powerful efforts at goal, which Kaminski managed to push away. But just as it looked like the team would go into the interval level, we struck again in the final minute of the half. Ben White received possession on the right and utilized his excellent link-up skills with Saka to play 1-2 with the attacker and catch the defense snapping. And he clipped a cross into the box, which was perfect for Jesus to sprint onto and powerfully dispatch into the net to change the emphasis of Arteta's team talk. Now, the Hatters were able to get back on top, and the second half began in nightmare fashion for us as usual. Sometimes Arsenal, man, the way they start second half, no problem. But swiftly, Arsenal saw the game flip on its head. Just 3 minutes after the break, lightning struck twice. After Andros Townsend saw a shot deflect wide for a corner, and the delivery was sent in by Doughty, and this time Adebayo got in front of Raya to head it into the net and frustrate us again. The home crowd were up and were urging their team on, which inspired Barkley to drive forward 8 minutes late and find his former England colleague Townsend, and after he twisted and turned but couldn't conjure up a shooting opportunity, he returned the ball to the Everton man, who fired in the low shot that slipped under Raya and said Kenilworth rolled into pandemonium as they got themselves in front. turnaround complete. Now, Arsenal have been stung in quick. Arsenal having been stung by the quick turnaround, we could have been forgiven for taking a moment to merely regroup, but instead we went straight down the other end and made it 3-3 just before the hour mark. A high hook into the box by Saka was well controlled by Jesus, who showed strength to keep possession, and he lobbed it in to the onrushing Havertz path to prod past Kaminski and score his third goal in the last 4 appearances. From that point onward, it was a one-way traffic as we pressed to get in front again. Martin Odegaard saw a shot from range fly straight to Kaminski, and the lively Leandro Trossard then saw a shot deflect wide after his introduction from the bench. Havertz looked like he might win it late on when he met an Zinchenko cross with his head, but Kaminski tipped it over the crossbar late on. But the goal will come with seconds remaining. With our final attack, we threw bodies forward and Zinchenko found Odegaard, whose cross was perfect for Rice to flick past his marker and into the far corner to send his teammates, the bench and the away end into ecstasy as we recorded our first win at the venue since 1964, and it was worth the wait. Great. So yeah, facts and stats. Bukayo Saka assist for Gabriel Martinelli's opener was his 11th of the season in all competitions, more than any other player in Europe's Big 5 leagues. Declan Rice winner at 96.23 seconds was our latest winning goal on record since 2006-07 in the Premier League away game. It also ended a 10-game winless run away against Luton in all competitions, ending our first Kenny World Road victory since 1984. Arsenal had 52 touches in the opposition box against Luton this evening, the highest tally in the Premier League away game since September 2016. 55 against Hull City. That was the last time Arsenal had that many touches in the opposition box. Rice is the third different Arsenal player to score 2 90-minute winning goals in a single Premier League campaign, after Ian Wright did it in 93-94, 95-96, and Nicholas Bender did it in Nicholas Bentner, Jesus Christ, 2009-2010. Who remembers Nicholas Bentner for crying out loud? Yeah, Kai Havertz has scored 3 goals in his last 4 games in all competitions, as many in his previous 32 club appearances combined. Gabriel Jesus then has been involved in 6 goals in his last 5 appearances in all competitions, with both scoring and assisting a goal in 3 different games in this run. So what's next? We are back in the Premier League action again on Saturday when we take on Aston Villa at Villa Park. Another tough away game for Arsenal before we wrap up our Champions League group stage with a trip to PSG Eindhoven on Tuesday, 12th December. So good for Arsenal. Great game. What more do I need to say? Mentality monsters on Arteta, yeah. So let's see. Arsenal will leave the EPL this season by God's grace. By God's grace, we are hoping, we are wishing, we're praying. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Yes, Shalom Habu again. Please guys, I beg you, like the video, share, subscribe. Please, I beg you. I'll send you money. When the channel grows up, I'll dash you people money. You will know me now for that Christmas. I beg. Thank you. Bye bye.
Packaged by iKing